Hello, good evening everyone, welcome back to SimPlay Motorsport. We are back for more GT3 Pro action. It is Season 8 and welcome along to the first week. It is round 1 and round 2. We are here at Zolder for the first race of the season. And for race 2, hello in the comments box, my name is Yoshi Harris and I'll be with you hopefully for the whole GT3 Pro Am season. And like I said, we are at Zolder for the first race of Season 8 of the GT3 Pro Am. We are in the middle of free practice here with just under which is still over a minute to go left of the session. So I hope you are going to so sit back, relax and enjoy what's going to happen in the next 2 hours-ish. Yeah, let's go. So for the format, actually I'll check. So for the calendar this season, I'm going to go over the calendar. So race 1 goes Zolder this weekend. Next weekend we head to the Temple of Speed at Monza. Then we go into Zandvoort for the third week. And then race 4 we're going to go to the Americas and go into Kota. Then we're going to go to the Circuit of Barcelona, the old configuration, not the new one. Then we go to the Hungaroring in Hungary for week 6. Week 7 brings us to Misano. And then we head to France at Paul Ricard. Then we head to Japan. We go to Suzuka, then Laguna Seca. And then we head to Snetterton, then Valencia, and of course, as always, to round off the SimPlay Motorsport GT3 Pro Am Championship, we head to Donington Park for the final race of the season. Are we ready to go racing? I hope we are. I'm going to say yes. So the format for this season has also changed to last season. So I'll read you out the format for this. So obviously the first round is always going to be this the only time we're going to have 2 qualifying sessions if I can find the event. So the format for this weekend goes like this. We've just done free practice, that's done. And then we head to qualifying, we head to Q1, that is a 10-minute session. This only qualifying one, it's going to be 1 round. Then we head to race 1, which is only a 15-minute race. The race order will be determined after Q1, but from next weekend it'll be reverse grid as always. Then we'll take a little break between race 1 and qualifying 2. We'll be back for qualifying 2. That's also 10 minutes, and then for race 2, it's no longer an hour. It's now an hour and 10, and of course, mandatory pit stops is required. As we have a green light on at the end of the pit lane, we are underway for Q1 here at Zolder. We are watching Rob Smith in the Lex Industry Racing 105 Ferrari. As he hands off into turn number 1 into turn 2. We had a brilliant race in the GT4 Who Darren's Cup yesterday. A lot of action. Thank you to Dan Davis and Alexis taking over the commentary there. Tomorrow is the GT3 Pro class that we're taken over by Matthew Duffin and Kelly Davis. Tomorrow, but for now, it is the GT3 Pro Am. And I'm your commentator, Yoshi Harris, and we are watching Rob Smith heading through into the chicane. Now, some of the drivers have raced yesterday in the Who Darren Cup and also the GT4 Cup. Now, if you're new around here and you're wondering what are these boxes, you can see the silver and red one. So the silver one, obviously in GT3 Pro Am, there are bronze category drivers and silver category drivers. The bronze category drivers will be in the red boxes, as you can see, and the silver boxes, you can see around the car number, they are silver drivers along the whole field. And I've got no timing page going on right now, so I need to reload that page real quick. Oh boy, it's not working. I've got no information. Give me a minute, I need to go on my timing screen here. Hang on. Okay, we're watching Rob Smith in the 105 Ferrari now. I'm hoping that's the right name. If I get anything wrong, feel free to let me know. And he's off the track already. It looks like he's gone wide on the exit of the corner. Also, there will also, if I'm saying stuff like I said, oh, the 44 cars had a crash before it actually happens, that's completely normal. That is a stream delay. I'm not sure about audio delay. that we cannot fix. I can't even see the timing screens at all. We lost them. My laptop not connected to the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna restart my laptop real quick. I can't see it. It says qualifying -1 minute. So we have 34 drivers on the list. We are watching Dempsey in the 5 Porsche. He's the only one in the Porsche for this week. As he crosses the line, does he do a lap time? He doesn't, so we'll watch him now as he rounds into turn 1. So if I can get the timings, if I can get the time page up, I can see everyone's names. But at the moment it just says no drivers online, -1 minute qualifying. I'm just gonna go on my phone and do it at this point because I can't find the page. Okay. So, as for drivers, we have Tamar Kibo in the Team Audio Sports got Brian Craig in Team Merlot, Lewis Bolton in OWR Racing, Sam Williams also in the Team Audio Sports, Ian Best in the... Okay, I'm going to have to start again because the names just changed. So current fast driver so far is the 19 car with a 129 flyweight. So we have a lot of drivers here, but it's going to update, but I'll try and go through the drivers as I go along. So we start from 0 points. As a reminder, this is the only time we're going to have 2 qualifying sessions this season. Because from week 2, next week in Monza, round 1 will be determined by reverse grid order for the classes. So pretty much the bronze and silver classes, they're like 2 different classes, like GT3 and MP2. Or the GT3 and GT4 category. There we go, I've got the timing screen up now. So the current first driver is Luke Goodwill with a 1:29.508. He's in the OWR Racing. We've got Lewis Bolton also in the OWR Racing. Then we've got Tanner Nebo in the Team Audio Sport. Then we've got Glenn Lange in the 225 car. Then we've got Daniel Forrest in the Greasy Bandits Racing. Then we've got Max Dempsey in the 5 car. Then we've got Sen Fataz on the 6 car. Then we've got Darren Bell in the Greasy Bandits Racing. Brian Craig, Brian Craig in Team Merlot. He just jumped up to P5. We've got Paul Williams in the black and blue racing. And then we've got Benny Varga in the Zolder Racing. And then we've got Luke, what's his name? Luke something. I forgot. What's his name? Luke Saunders in the Cloud9 Racing. We've got Promising Wanty in the Cloud9 Racing. Sam Williams in Team Audio Sport. Carlos Fandago in the 4Q Motorsport. We've got Andrew Taylor in the SimPlay Racing. Richard Benson in the Rabbits GT. Then we got Gary also in the No Gas No Glory. Then we've got Ferris Wheel in the OGR. Philip Alton in the Rabbits Jeep. I already said that, in the Rapids GT car. Then we've got Scott Udsworth in the No Gas No Glory. Nuke Waste in the Black and Blue Racing. Jonathan Andrews in the Team GBR, Ian Best in the Quadra Motorsports, Lexi Marshall, GT4 commentator in the Lex Inch Racing. Then we got Dean Mosowski in the Wax Cycle Racing. Then we got Romeo Roy, Jamie Lee, and Kieran Argent in the SimPlay Racing. That's all the names I've got right now. Let's get back to the action. Current pole sitter is the 777 car of Lewis Bolton with a 1:29.043, only 27 thousandths of a second ahead of the 626 McLaren at the moment. Track temperature 29 degrees, air temp 22 degrees. It's going to be a dry day all day here in Zolder in Belgium. Let's look onto our GT4 commentator. Now mine, Lexi is not on track. Current slowest driver in the field. Obviously Lexi was the GT3 Pro-Am commentator for last season. Now we're watching the BMW. 4.3 seconds off the pace here at Zolder. Who's going to be on pole for the first race though? We're hopefully going to find out in the next 3 minutes or so. Good evening to you guys in chat. Someone voting no says, "Are we ready?" We are. Hello, Phil Rayder. Hello, Fury. Hello, Fury Square. Hello, Tips. Good evening to you all. Hello, Dan for session. Hashtag Team Audio Sports here at Zolder. Track temperature is around 29 degrees centigrade here at the circuit. Now, let's look on to Argent now in the SimPlay Racing 22 BMW. 35 cars. Pretty much what we had yesterday in the Hungarian GT4 Geneta Cup. Let's have a look at the 22 car around in turn 1. We've seen a lot of drivers going off during the free practice session earlier, which obviously you didn't see because we didn't broadcast that, but car pulled over to the side of the track. This is going to be our last chance to get a lap time here before we head into race 1. Looking at Argent now with the 22 BMW in the SimPlay Racing. We're seeing this team in the 24 hours of Nordschleife and hopefully some of the fun events during the off season, but we are officially back for 12 weeks, I think, of racing coming up with you this season. Every Wednesday night, you'll join me, and another commentator, I forgot his name. Hopefully, he'll be joining me from time to time during this season, going down to 1,015,000 to go here in qualifying for here in Q1 at Zolder. Now, some of the races will be taking place in early morning, some of them will be night races. I think one of them is a night race here. We haven't got Kyle Army this season. We had Kyle Army last season, I think, unless I'm blind. Taking place in season 7 last year? I don't know. Here we go. So Argent about to cross the line, yellow flags waving down the pit lane straight. Goes to 25th fastest, 3 seconds off the pace of our current pole sitter, which is still the 777 of Volton in the OWR racing. 1:28.2 is the lap time. Second, third in the pit lane. We just had Goodwill go on pole position. We were 27.9. He takes pole position and we'll start on pole race 1 unless someone else can smash the time here at Zolder. So 5 seconds until the checker flag comes out here at Zolder. So this has to be our final laps. Checker flag is out here at Zolder. Who is on our lap now? Watching Darren Bell in the Greasy Bandits Racing 64 car. Next to cross the line at some point. Into the final chicane, and again, mandatory pit stops are required, possibly a pit window, but race 1 is just a little sprint race. Race 2 is more of the endurance race though here at Zolder, and for the remainder of the season. Darren Bell stays P7 in the Greasy Bandits Racing. Now watching Roy in the 118 BMW. Yeah, looks like top 2 is staying in the pits. So 27.9 is the time to beat. 3 temps separating the top 2, 8 temps separating the top 4, which is pretty close with GT3 racing. And that leads off. It's OWR 1-2 with no gas, no grey P3, Audio Sport in P4, and Team and Audio Sport is one of our sponsors. And our sponsors, Design Manchester and Audio Sport for SimPlay Motorsport. So check them out in the Discord. Also, talk about the Discord if you want to join in. If you're like, oh, maybe I want to join this, join our Discord. There should be a link in the description. Go on to our server, sign-ups should be open, and you can join us for the season or even next season. Or you can just sign up for any fun events, and that is qualifying over and done with. We are about to get underway for race 1. It's a great start though for OWR Racing. It's a front row lockout here. That's all we have. Okay, you see the red lights on the gantry. Here we go. 15 minutes on the clock. I will run you down the grid for this. No, I can't. It won't let me. So I'll run you down the grid all this event. If I could see one. History, if I go on history, I'll be able to look at lap times here. 8, 16, 30. So, no, that's wrong. 15. So it is Luke Goodwill starts on pole position. It is Louis Bolton-Stein in P2. Scott Unsworth started in P3. Then we've got Turner Nebo in P4. Glenn Legacy in P5. Then we've got Romeo Roy starting on the third row, P6. Darren Bell starts in P7. Then we've got Provost Rossi in P8. Carlos Fandango in P9. Then we've got Sim Vitas P10. Benny Varga starts in P11 for Solo Racing. Good race, good qualifier for him. Diego Flores in P12, Grease Banner Racing. Then we've got Brian Craig starts P13. Gary Osman 14th place. Jamie Lee starts in 15th place. Stan Williams starts in 16th place on the grid. As formation up is about to get underway, I had to press the race, it will just put me in. Brian Craig 15th, Stan Williams 16th. Michael Rotary 17th. Max Dempsey 18th. Paul Williams 19th. Luke Saunders 20th. Luke Wace 21st place for the Black and Blue Racing. Roll Smith 22nd. Air Best 23rd. Ferris Wheel 24th. Kieran Argent 25th. Andrew Amsterdam 26th. Andrew Taylor 27th. Richard Besson 28th. Philip Alton in 29th. Jonathan Andrews 30th. Alexa Marshall 31st. And on the last of the drivers, we have Dean what's going 32nd. It's not right, but there you go. There's your. Oh, we've got Udel's car starting to pit. Ferris were in the pit lane. Here, not ready up in time. That's going to occur. Some penalty. Good evening. I'm in one car. Hang on. Sorry, my mind is slow today. Yeah, there is a car starting from there, so some form penalty will take place over the course of the race. So we are on the formation lap. Good evening to everyone. Welcome to a brand new GTP Pro-Am race. It is clearly silver drivers in the top 21. Most of the bronze drivers back down in 22nd to 34th. Who is going to come on top of race 1? Who is going to get our first points of the season? We are about to find out shortly. As they head through into the chicane, 15 minutes on the clock. Track temperature 31 degrees, air temp 23 degrees. There is no wind whatsoever. So if you are watching, feel free to like and subscribe. We are approaching 1,000 subscribers on SimPlay Motorsport. It'd be great if we get to that goal some point during the season. We're 25 subscribers away, so it'd be nice if we get to 1,000 subs during the season. So feel free to like and subscribe and check out on Discord if you're new here. Our Discord provides all GT4, GT3 Pro-Am, GT3 Pro. You could be on the grid next season if you want to join. If you want to join us, check our Discord out, sign up, and who knows, maybe we will see you on the grid for next season in season 9 of GT3 Pro-Am. All season 2 of the Who Darren's Cup. The G4 names completely been dropped, but here we go. They are approaching the final straight. They go 2 by 2 now. They've been on single file for most of the formation lap, but now they go 2 by 2 as they round into the final corner. We have one driver in the pit lane, so they have to take one pit stop in this 15-minute sprint race here in Zolder. Watching the 19 car as he heads into the chicane. We are about to go racing here in Zolder. 15 minutes on the clock as we are about to go green here in Zolder. Who is going to win? We are going to find out in 15 minutes time. So without any further ado, as with the GT3 Pro-Am, we are racing here in the GT3 Pro-Am. Season 8 is go. As we head through into turn 1, the pit window's already open to the pit. Oh, it's a spinner. That's a spin for the No Gas No Glory P3. That is Brian Craig. So not Brian Craig, 114. That was, who was that? Oh, that's 1-1. I need to be on live. Whoops. That's a spin for the 114 car. That would be, I don't know who that was. But it was on Worth now. And we do have, he takes the lead, it says. But he does not. We have a good start there from the front of the car. We have The timing screen is always wrong at this point. We have Dempsey back in, well, it says P1, but he's at the back of the field. As our heroes are current leader is still OWR 1-2 as they head into the chicane. It's a 2-10 gap between Luke Goodwell, and I can tell you that the 114 was, as I think, hits to the back of the field. That would have been, whoops, wrong one. That would have been 114. I can't see their names, not coming up. 15th, it says they're in. Yeah, that would have been Scott's as well. That had a spin into the first corner as we exit lap 1 here at Zolder. We are a minute and a half in, and it's still Luke Goodwell leading from Louis Bolton, from Tanner Kiro, from Romeo Roy, from Glenn Langley in the top 5. Now, we do have a position coming up. Now, let's look at the back of the grid. We do have a car in the pit lane. Now, it's the 4Q. And there is the 4Q Motorsport into the pit lane. They may have got damage to the car, or they want to serve their pit stop early so they can go straight to the end. We can go just foot to the floor to the checkered flag here in Zolder. We're still watching Luke Goodwell in the lead. He's created a gap of roughly 0.9 seconds at the moment. We have a yellow flag at the back, and that would be for... Oh, don't say that's Lexia had a spin. It's the 135, I think. Did Lexia have a spin? Who knows? Still watching the race lead though, as we have a gap now over just under a tenth of a second here as they head into the final sector. We do have cars in the pit lane as they serve. Will anyone else come into the pits this lap and serve their pit stop? No, they're not coming in yet. Only lap 2 here in Zolder, so they're going to stay out just a little longer, but they do got to pit at some point. That's another spinner. That is the 30 something car, 69 car. No, yeah, no, it wasn't. It was the 30. What car had a spin? I don't know. Someone had a spinner. 75 car, that might have been. Yeah, that would have been the Rabbits racing had a spin. Coming out the back, we got 3 cars. We got multiple cars coming into the pit lane. Was there contact? As we see now P5 Langley in the 225 Ferrari as he come into the shot. Now we might see a couple of cars getting lapped here in race 1 of 2 tonight. We'll see though as he creates a gap of 1.5 seconds between the leaders. We're seeing more drivers now doing well now. I know, let's see, Darren Bell in the P7. Oh, we've got a stocker penalty for the 25 car for speeding in the pit, and there is Aaron Taylor in the 25 SimPlay Racing. They've got a 30-second stop go. Either that will turn into a more severe penalty, or they got to serve. We've got another stocker penalty for the 22 car. That's Argent. Also for the SimPlay Racing. SimPlay Racing both got a stocker penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It's not good. The pit lane is weird here because you go straight on it, like like other circuits we go to have that kind of pit lane here. Now watching the Car 9 race of, I'm just getting the 107 BMW now. As whoa, a lot has happened in the first 5 minutes of the race. Still got 10 minutes to go. Got another car, and that is Benny Varga in the pit lane to serve his pit stop. So he'll move down the field here as we're watching the 63 Ferrari with 10 minutes to go. And if I can figure out who is in that Ferrari, that is Gary Oslam in the No Gas, No Glory, chasing down Scott Oswald. We saw how to spin into the first corner on the first lap here, so he's catching up. Will he overtake? Remember, they have to take a pit stop at this point. Now, for race 2, it's more of a endurance, I won't say a long endurance race, but it's an hour and 15 long. So, we're looking on, I've already forgot his name, Gary, trying to overtake Scott the P9. Here in Zolder, it's Fry versus Fry. It's his literal teammates going at it. But there's no kind. Will they get? There's not really a place to tow here. This ain't like Monza where we have long straights. But we'll find out. We'll get to Monza next weekend. Or next week, not next weekend. Next week. I'm used to commentating on the weekend, but not this time. Just under 9 minutes to go left of race 1 here at Zolder. We are watching Gary, as I think he lost time to his teammate Scott in P9, but we might have a battle for the lead. Yes, we do. It's a still OWR race, and Team Motorsport now in P3. Remember, they still got a pit. That is Saunders in the pit lane down in the 77 got. This might be a good time to pit. Even though it says, yeah, pit window open for 31 minutes, that is not the case. It will just go. The 25 car has served its stop go penalty. Obviously, you guys can't see it, but I can. So the 25 car has served its stop go penalty. You need to serve a certain. No, that's a driving. No, that's a driving penalty. What am I thinking? So 6 temps separating the top 2. The 22 cars now also service stop go penalty. So no one should have penalties. We're just round under 8 minutes to go here at Zolder for the first race of the weekend of the week. We see another car in the pit lane. That would be the 15 car, I think. Nope, that's the 75 car. Someone else into the pit lane, but the lead's still going on here as they cross the line to start lap 6 here at Zolder.
We are halfway through, keep it up.
As we are halfway through this 15-minute race here in Zolder. We got a stop-go penalty for the 159 car for speeding in the pit lane. That is unfortunate. That is, I'm not going to few them, but that would be Nick Waste in the black and blue racing. He also has a stop-go penalty. Basically, how the pit lane penalty works: if you go too fast. I'll talk about them. They're going side by side. Will there be an overtake? They are side by side. Will there be an overtake? He does it into the chicane. They're wheel to wheel. No, it doesn't overtake. But what a great battle that was. But back to the pit lane rules: if you go too fast in the pit lane, you get a stop go. But if you go way too slow, you get a drive-through penalty. How would I know that? Phil Rainer told me during the 24-hour of the Nordschleife during one of my early morning stints. But there you go. So half the field have served their mandatory pit stop with 6.5 minutes to go. Now, if you don't serve your pit stop, I presume you get a big penalty or something. But they have to serve at least one pit stop here at best. The only other time you need to just come into the pit lane for a second time if you need to serve a stop-go penalty. They are staying out. The top 3 staying out now. They're going to probably, hopefully, get to the end. They're battling, and they're battling more and higher with 6 minutes to go. And then the 79 car has also got a stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. What is going on here in Zolder? There weren't really stop-go penalties yesterday in the Who Darren's Cup in the GT4 cars, but GT4 is way slower than this now. But they're looking at this now. We have lapped cars in the way now. Blue flag rules must state that you must let a car pass after 3 corners. If you don't, then you get a penalty. As we have now 4 hours the position for the race lead. That might be wrong timing information there, because we have someone going side by side. I don't see any blue flags. Team Motorsport pits. That is Kneebone in P4 also pits now, as we still watching the battle for the lead here. As we are still going and still going. 5 minutes to go here in Zolder. There is a blue flag wearing, so that would be for. Oh, we have a lot of lapped cars in the way here. It's 9 tenths of a second gap now between the top. They have to pit in the next 2 or 3 laps, or they will get a penalty for not serving a pit stop. Are they going to pit this lap? Yes. Well, the WR cars comes into the pit lane now, so that battle is over for now. But will we see them battle as we head into the final 4.5 minutes? Here is our race leader and class leader. And we've got a 79 car. No mind. That's a oh sorry. They still got to set a stock go penalty for the 79 and 180 car. They just crossed the line to say that they need to serve it within a certain time. So our net race leader is Kneebone at the moment. So that's no Lagame in. I'm wrong now. I'm just gonna not say anything. 4 minutes to go here in Zolder. We're still watching the race lead unfold. Now we have a real good battle between 21st, 20th, 19th, and 18th. Here with 3 minutes and 40 to go. No mind, it's a lap car. Blue flags waving. Who is that? Trying to let him pass. He's literally almost stopped on the corner to let him by. Oh, that's a mistake there for Dempsey. No, not Dempsey. Was that Dempsey? Yeah, that might be Dempsey. Almost spinning out of the corner. And they are wheeled side by side into the final chicane once again. So we are pretty much approaching 3 minutes to go in here, and the race leader has pitted. But no gas, no go. We have a battle for P2 here as well. But what I'm interested about is will OWR will P5 that is. Will Louis get closer to Luke by the time he comes out on the circuit? We're about to find out. He's approaching the penultimate straight. Stefan waving their flags here at Zolder. Where is the race leader? It says coming out on track. Has he come out on track? No, he hasn't. There is the 19 car, and there is his teammate. He might overtake him. Will he overtake him? 19 car, is he coming out the pit lane now? He is. It's going to be tight now for the race lead. Is it going to happen? No, because no gas, no gas, no glory, and Reese Ray is yet to pit. They need to pit. Oh no, they are pitted. It's just not coming up on my timing screen. Now, here is the top two. It is literally almost virtually the same as before. But look, it's not the same. We have... Never mind, it's the wrong car. So, here is our new race leader. That is Gary Oldham. He needs to pit, and so does Diego. They need to pit. If they don't, they will get a penalty. We have a yellow flag up there. That is the 77 car. There might have been 77 Saunders having a spin. No, it's not Saunders. I do apologise. But the gap is literally almost virtually the same between the top two net pit stop time. They have to serve the pit stop before the checkered flag even comes out. Sorry, before the race leader, because the pit lane, the start finish lane is just before the pit lane. So yeah, there it is. There's our pit stop now. So here we go, going down to the final minute here at Zolder. It is between both OWR drivers here. It might be a final lap. Here we go. We are on the final lap here in Zolder. It is Louis leading from Luke. Into the final lap we go here in Zolder as we round off into turn one. He is officially the new race leader. We have a yellow flag. We will not well, that would have been, that is we got another yellow for another spin, but we'll figure out who that is in a minute. But we have 30 seconds left on the clock here at Zolder. Yeah, it says they're in P3, but just a minute. Yep, it updates after the first sector, which is here. Who is going to win though? They need to overtake, or they're just going to play it safe and go on 1-2. So you're coming off. The 79 car serves a stock go penalty with 5 seconds to go until the final lap now. So the clock has hit 0. We are on the final lap now officially here in Zolder. Who is going to take victory here in race one? Would it be Louis or would it be Luke? We're about to find out. There's literally no way for him to. He wants to do it, but I don't think it's going to be enough. They're on the straight. I don't think it's going to be enough. It is right. It is BMW. It is round the final corner as he hits it into the final corner for race one. It is Louis Vuitton that wins here in Zolder for the first race of the
Finish the
season.
race.
Luke in P2 finishes on the podium. It's an OWR 1-2. Team Motorsport finished P3. Langley P4. Benedict Varda will finish P5 here for Solar Racing. Brilliant forwards from him. Finishes in 5th place. As you see a lot of drivers now crossing the line. What a race it has been. But for Scott PA after a spin into the first corner. And they are crossing the line one by one to finish. What was an extraordinary 15 minutes of non-stop racing. I hope you enjoyed race 1. Been booted, Yoshi. Oh, but hang on, what happened there? Oh, okay, Phil, I'll get back in a minute. Whoop, wrong button. Do you need me to invite you, Phil? Or are you going to invite me back in? But there you go, that is race 1 over and done with. Well, we've got some guys still to finish, so it ain't done with yet. But what a race it's been. That is just one race done. We've still got an hour and 10 minutes left of racing to come. Lexi Marshall will finish 24th on her debut here in the GTP Pro-Am class. What a race. And oh, the 159 cars not service stop good penalty. Nice. Got hit by a lagging car for beep's sake. Okay, that's not good. And that is what can happen when people have lag. This is what happens when we're technical problems. Welcome back to SimPlay Motorsport. We do apologise for the delay. We are in the middle of qualifying 2. We are confirmed live. Yay! Here's our current pole sitter. The 225 Ferrari. 6 minutes to go. If you're just joining us, welcome to week 1. I would say round 1 and round 2 of season 8. Here in the GT3 Pro-Am Championship. You're joining us. My name is Yoshi Harris in the commentary box with you this evening and for the remainder of the season. We are watching with 5.5 minutes to go, and the current fast times are 1:29.260. By that's not showing correctly. It says Luke is on pole, but he's not. I wonder if its time's been disallowed. Because we're showing as 1:29.2 on the game, but my laptop says a 1:28. They're probably on the toilet. It's the most old after that. Yep. So I'll figure out. Sorry, it's 1:28.614. Or if I can remember his name, it is Luke Goodwill. Currently on pole here in qualifying 2 with Louis behind him. It was an OWR 1-2 after race 1 here at Zolder with just under 5 minutes to go. We've lost half the session already. 10 minutes goes just like that. Yes, they began an hour of practice before, and they've had 10 minutes of FP2, but now we are back with Q2. Nah, you're welcome, Benny. I'm glad to have this opportunity to be a GT3 Pro-Am commentator, which I didn't thought ever happen. Ever. So I appreciate the opportunity SimPlay Motorsport giving me for this time. 4 minutes to go now, and I will enjoy every single week with you guys alongside watching. If it's live or you're watching this in a replay, glad you are here on this. At the time of this broadcast, it is Wednesday, the 11th of July 2025. I might be wrong, hopefully I'm not. With 3 minutes before to go, track temperature dropped to 27 degrees. It was up to 31 degrees by the end of race 1. That was only a 15-minute race. But track temperature 21 degrees, track temperature 27 degrees, air temp 21 degrees centigrade. With again no wind, we have a yellow flag out there for somewhere. Just a brief second there. Okay, we're watching Scott. He had a spin on the first lap in race 1, so I won't be surprised to see any tickets out. But not really any major contact in the first race. Sorry we didn't show you broadcasting in the back. There was a ton of action at the front, but we're giving an extra pretty much 55 minutes of racing coming up. So an hour and 10 minutes more of the endurance side. Okay, let's have a look. We're looking at Benny Varga in Zolder Racing in the 556 car. We were watching him until the game said nope. Yep, feel free to like and subscribe. We are approaching with 3 minutes left. I'd love to see you guys after the next 70 minutes. Good luck all. Have a good day. Thank you, Benny, for that one. I'll talk about Benny. We're watching Benny Varga in the 566 Zolder race with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go left of Q2 here for race 2 at Zolder. Remember, it's a 70-minute race. It used to be 50 or an hour. Now it's 1 hour and 10-minute race because of the new rules and regulations for the GT3 Pro-Am.
There.
Not sure if
10 miles
the
there.
GT3 Pro, but Matthew and Kelly will be taking you through the commentary tomorrow night for the GT3 Pro class. That's going to be an amazing race, so feel free to watch that tomorrow. And of course, the Who Downs Cup is available to watch now on YouTube for yesterday. Every race live on YouTube this season, and for any race we've done over the course of SimPlay Motorsport. 90 seconds to go, or a minute and a half to go. We'll still watch it. There's our current pole sitter. It is now belonging to. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, sorry I'm not saying this now because I'm not really used to YouTube broadcasting because I'm not been in the position where I've been in, well, twice I have been for the Endurance Championship there. So there's Luke in pole, on pole at the moment by Louis in P2 at the moment. Followed by Glenn and Romeo in P4. Watching Glenn in the 225 Ferrari, only half a second back. Yeah, fuel is obviously low. 10 liters of fuel, so 10 laps of fuel. For that, 25 seconds remaining here in qualifying 2. Remember, the only time. Oh, hang on, here we go. We got a position change. It is Romeo Roy P2 1:28.7 flat. There, well, lap time for the BMW. It's a BMW 1-2 at the moment for the manufacturers, but there's no manufacturer championship. And I think Alexi just had a spin. Oh, we had a car teleport. The checkered flag is out. So this is the last lap of Q2. There's all a spin. That's Romeo into the wall on the exit of the chicane. His qualifying session is done. At the moment, we'll start P2. That's an unfortunate spin for Romeo Roy in the BMW with no team name. Maybe it registered as a team name beforehand. The 77 car of Louis in the Ferrari. Sorry, I'm looking back on my laptop to look for their names. Can he take back P2 and take pole position for race 2? We're about to find as he rounds the final corner. He goes across the line. Can he take pole? He does. We're 1:28.590, 24,000 seconds. OWR 1-2 once again. That's a great lap from Louis in the 777 Ferrari. There, what a lap that was. Now, let's have one more time. Alexa Marshall didn't set a time. B2. For those not set up time qualifying, it's a bit tougher because this track is tight around the corners. That's it for Q2. So I'll run you down the grid order for the race. So advice for the Pro-Am. Meanwhile, it's always best to watch. Okay, thank you, Lexi. Lexi with the previous GT3 Pro Pro-Am commentator. Thanks for giving me advice. So here is the grid for the race. If I can get up. So it is. That's wrong. That's also wrong. Whatever. Okay, so on the grid now, there's Louis from Lewis, P1 and P2. On the grid, P3 belongs to Romeo Roy in the 118 car. Again, with one pit stop required for each driver. We've lost 3 drivers over the course of the last minute or so. Oh, come on, tell me. It's not showing up on the right grid spot. But there you go. As we are about to go racing once again. And we're about to go through the second formation lap of the day and the final one of the day. They've been practicing most of the time here for most of this weekend. And I hope you're having a good week if you're watching Le Mans. So I know this weekend is 24 hours of Le Mans and it's going to be a great one. To watch IRL Motorsports and to watch Virtual Motorsports here as well.
20 seconds.
So we go 20 seconds until. Sorry if my spoiler is on, I will change that for next week.
10 seconds.
10 seconds till the formation lap gets underway here in race 2 of 2 with an hour and 10 on the clock. Track temperature 30 degrees, air temp 22 degrees as the green flag is waving. As the green flag is waved, we are underway here for the formation lap. Oh no, Benny, what happened? Benedict Vardas lost P5. Did he disconnect? Oh no, Benny, did you not make it to the pit lane? No, we lost Benny Vargas. Oh no! Benny is down to P32. What happened, buddy? Benny, what happened? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. If I can get the right grid, it's probably grand. No, you're not going there. Okay, that's fair. Oh my. Okay, whatever. Yep, so yeah, Benny Vargas starts P. Oh, we've got someone else in the pins. Number 6 McLaren. Now, so as it was for race 1, Louis starts on pole position. Once again, I can't run through the whole grid at the moment because I can't seem to get the timing page showing no drivers on track. It says 37 drivers on, well, 35 online on the circuit. Who knows what's going to happen in the next hour? Who knows what's going to happen in the next hour and 10 minutes here for race 2? It is the most in Challenger race. We're going to look at the midfield battle for the first 10 minutes as Lexi gives me advice. But we would love to go with it. So as we expected, someone in the pit, 2 drivers in the pit lane. Oh dear. So I wonder if Simon Penner gives her a qualifying ban for next week at Monza. The Temple. Did he even record the Temple Speed anymore? 9 words. Okay, here we go. It's a short lap around here, so it's going to be a short formation lap. Here we go. As they are entering the penultimate straight once again. 1 hour and 10 minutes on the clock. We will race. It is going to be foot to the floor for the next hour and 10 minutes. Oh, okay. And looks like Louis being asked to slow. Oh, wait, what's going on here? Oh, it's being asked to slow down because it's a full formation. It's not assisted, so they have to actually keep it. But they are 2 by 2 into the chicane. Who is going to take victory for race 2? It's going to be an hour and 10 minutes long. They are side by side as they're about to get underway. There's the check. Here, there is the flag. There is the start finish line as we are about to go racing. It is as we are green and go. Here it's Monza. Oh no, in Zolder we got a drive penalty from the 19th. Oh, that's a big one. That is Louis into the wall down at turn 1. That's definitely, oh dear, that's a car off into the gravel. And that is not a good start there. Who was that went off? That is, I'm afraid to say, that is, who is that? Also it's Darren Bell with that drive-through penalty as well. But that's a not a good start at all. As you see more cars entering now into the gravel. But that's a spin for someone. Don't know who it was at the start, but the grid order is being changed as we are racing once again here at Zolder, not Monza. Now I'm saying Monza. We've got to drive wide now as the lead of the race has definitely changed. Now mind it hasn't, so the race leader with a drive-through penalty. They must serve within 3 laps of the race or they will lose that. Now I wonder who that went off. That might have been Benny. That might have been Benny Varga. That had a spin. It looked like him as well. Looks like Benny Varga had a bit of a spin on the first corner. Now let's look at the mid battle as Romeo leads from Glenn in P2. As they are literally side by side and they exit the corner. Once again, it's Aaron Taylor first. Aaron Taylor for the BTCC. Obviously no ballast is included for this. Oh, the contact! Oh dear, that is Aaron Taylor been spun round by what car is that? He's got to sit there and wait till everyone passes by. That is not good whatsoever for Aaron Taylor. And that was the 54 car. Is that the 54 car? Yeah, it was the 54 car. We'll find out in a minute, but that is not good at all for that mistake there. But let's keep looking on the mid battle. Oh dear. So it wasn't as clean start as race 1, which is very unfortunate indeed. but still anything could happen. We've still got an hour and 7 minutes to go left of this race here in Zolder. Got to figure out who the 54 car was. Or is it the 64 car? We don't have a 54 car in the field. Oh, it might have been Williams. It might have been him that took over Aaron Taylor. Might be. Was it Aaron Taylor? Darren Bell's dropped to P34 now. Might have been him though. We do not know what happened there, but back to the Bell, watching Rob Smith in P16. And there's the 105 car trying to chase down Argent in the 22 BMW as we continue on racing here in Zolder. We are about to end lap 2 here at Zolder. The pit window is not open yet. Pit window rules are different to race 1. Obviously race 1 you can pit whenever you want, and that is Luke Goodwell. And that is serving his drive-through penalty. Right, yes. As we look back a minute, but here's Romeo Roy leading the race, and that is what can happen. This is what can happen because race 1 winner, Louis, down in P7. But again, we're only 3.5 minutes into race 2. We've still got 66 minutes to go left of the race. And there is just a cone sitting. Oh, we've got a 19. Oh, Luke's got a 30-second stop go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That is absolute double disaster for Luke as he had to drive through. And now it is leading off into a 30-second stop go penalty. We will more likely will do interviews after the race is done, but we've got to figure out who the top 3 is. If not, we'll just go straight to Monza next week. But obviously we can't because we've got the GT3 Pro that is live tomorrow with Matthew Duffin and Kelly Davis. So join them around 5 to 8 tomorrow, 7:55 PM UK time tomorrow for the GT3 Pro class. They will bring over the final action of the week to round off Thursday. But for now, it is still Pro-Am territory for the next hour and 5 minutes. Now, server is set to now. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Oh no! What's happened here? By the chicane. Oh dear! Oh dear! No, that is the 181 car. Oh my! Oh, that's another car off. That's another one off the track. Who was that? Going off. Oh dear! Oh dear! It gets worse and worse, and the pit window has opened. So they have an hour to pit. That might have been Saunders. Oh no! As Luke comes into... Oh, look at that! Luke Saunders' car is literally smashed up. Apologise if I'm not viewing the front. There is a battle for the lead for now. If I had a second commentator, I'll be able to... they'll be able to tell me what's going on as I view the front of the battle, but there's no problem. So they can have now up to an... As you can see, the pit window open, countdown started. They have an hour, well, pretty much 59 minutes now. So they have between now until 5 minutes to go left of the race to pit. There'll be no issue to now, so no one should pit for their regular pit stop any time soon. But I don't think these cars can run an hour and 5 minutes on the same stand unless you're racing at the Nordschleife, which we did a couple of weeks ago. That was an amazing race to watch, but around more shorter circuits. So the plays hold for the opening round of the... See, oh, you have another car off, the 19 car. That is Luke. It's the 35 car. Is that Lexi off? It might be Lexi. It is Lexi. That's gone off into the wall. Lexi has had... Oh, we got a 64 car with a 30-second stop go penalty. What's going on with Lexi though? That is Darren Bell he falls to the back of the field with a 30-second stop go penalty. You have to serve that eventually, or else it will turn into a 1-minute penalty. So much has happened. We're only 7 minutes into the race. What has happened here? We got another, oh my, another yellow flag. And that is for, who is that? 663 car. I think that's the car number. Am I wrong? Is it? No. Somewhere at the 3 at the end. Trying to figure out who that was off. No, it was. It is Johnson. Johnson's hanging off somewhere. Now we're looking on to Nick. What's his name? Hang on, P15. Sorry, I have to go through the list every time. Joking me when it disappeared. Nick Waves down in P15. Oh, Nuke Waves. Sorry, I call him Nick Waste in race 1. Nuke Waste. Saying in P15 in the black and blue racing now. More battles up here. We got a 3-car battle. So this is between Louis and it's Corsa. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Big contact, big one. That's a big spin. The 96 car forward. That is very unfortunate indeed for Greaves there, and that is wow for the 4 Q Motorsport. This is definitely more chaotic than race 1. Oh look, he's trying to spin everywhere. He's trying to get back, but when you're trying to wheel spin onto the grass, it's you spin easily. Trust me, I've done that in the Hoover Darren's Cup yesterday. Oh dear, that is not what you want at all at this stage of the race. We're only 9 minutes in as Romeo still leads as he starts lap 7 of what to be a lot more laps here at Zolder. Is the front left tyre looks like at an angle? Possibly. Now, because now I can sit back, relax. I don't have to, rush my voice because it isn't a 15-minute race. It's 1 hour and 40 seconds to go. 6-4 cars got a stop go penalty removed. Got a yellow just for a brief second there, but that immediately goes away. Oh my, a lot happened in the first 10 minutes of the race. We still got 1 hour to go. Identical time. Was this in qualifying? Wait, so don't we are in this list? Yeah, they are. Okay. Oh, we got the 777 car in the pit lane early. Early? Yeah. Might be damage related. Oh, you're joking. He's got a 30-second stop go penalty again. What is happening? Ton of stop go penalties happening left, right, and centre as the oohs and ahs just continues here in Zolder. So there you go. Just drop below. Well, 59 minutes and 15 seconds to go until we crown the race 2 winner. It's going to be, there's definitely going to be a lot of, what's the word? It's going to be a lot of, tickets tonight, which won't be surprised if someone gets a quality ban for week 2. Not race 2, we're in race 2 for race 3 and 4 next week. Danny Varga is also in the pit in the 566, so he's dropping down the order. Let's look on to another car. That's Team Merlot. We've not seen Team Merlot in a while. The 333 McLaren trying to chase down Scott in the No Gas No Glory team. As we're still watching them head through, just corner by corner, lap after lap after lap. So I wonder when. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, sure, I'll figure it out later. It's coming up to 9. It's coming up to 20 past 9 in the UK. Hope you are having a great Wednesday evening. We are still racing. I can't speak tonight. So, almost 15 minutes in. Which it was 15 minutes. 57 minutes to go. We're over 10 minutes in, but this is a very legit battle we're going to have at the moment. So we're going to keep an eye on this just a little longer. With 57 minutes to go left off the race, we are watching Team Malot versus Scott ahead of him. Okay, whoa. So I'll just get something to eat. I kind of forgot to get food during the break between race 1 and Q2. If you are enjoying what you've seen so far, feel free to like, subscribe, comment. We are on the road to 1,000 subs here on YouTube. That's going to be a great goal to reach. If we reach it now, or reach the end of the season, or any time, anywhere. Hope we get to our targets sooner or later. Good evening, Max Mulder. Hope you're having a good evening on this Wednesday evening. For some reason, I didn't see the chat. What's that? What car is that? It's going off. That is the. That's Scott. Nope. It is a driver ahead. That might be. Who's off the track? Oh. It's the 34, it's the 44 BMW just sitting. Where is he? Somewhere. There we go, coming out now. I think he was just letting drivers out of the pit lane because when you come out of the pit lane, you are going to see blue flags if there was a car approaching. So. Alright. 777 car comes into the pits to serve his stop go penalty. Been cleared. And lap 11. 54, just another 55 minutes to go left. Of those 50 minutes in, 55 to go. Of this race in action. Here at Zolder in Belgium. As we're watching, at the moment we are watching, at the moment, that's not correct, the 63 car of, I forgot his name behind Paul Williams, sitting in P number 3. Now I wonder if position change because of there's the Wolford. Going updates sooner than later. 63 car, that is Gary. Gary Oslam trying to overtake the 180 car. That is Paul Williams. Yeah, I got that correct at least. It should update automatically, but from time to time, I don't think it will at some point, but still racing. As we have an update, gaps getting closer for the race leader. We go action for the front of the field. And Remy Roy trying to defend that position to keep the lead. Of the race. And now it's Glenn trying to chase him down. They just updated the timing page. 47 minutes to go until the pit window closes. Plenty of time for him to pit. Plenty of time for him to pit. No rush at all. As we're approaching now 52 minutes to go. As we start lap 13 here in Zolder. And we'll stay on this battle as Glenn is trying to chase down Romeo Roy here in Zolder. Looking at his pace. What was his last lap? Last lap from Romeo was 1:30.8. Glenn did a 1:25, 1:29. No, that might be updated in a minute. Yeah, Glenn with a 1:30. Sorry, Romeo 1:30.8. Glenn 1:29.9. So that's a whole 9 tenths quicker last lap alone, and the best lap from Romeo 1:29.172, 1:29.122. So, looking on physical pace, well, on the timing page, it said Glenn was faster that last lap, but it looks like it's just further back. We'll take a last lap in a minute. 4/10 of a second. Again, 9/10 of a second now. And of course, the time page does not update after, and the time page does not. So the gap doesn't update until they pass the sector lines into the final corner. Now it depends if Glenn's faster than Romeo on the straight or not. We'll find out sooner or later. Last lap on that time. We have not got an update just yet. We'll get an update sooner and then later. Okay, we're watching number 6 McLaren trying to. We overtook Taylor. Overtook Aaron Taylor, which saw he had it off earlier on in the race. Here in race 2. Okay, up down the last lap. Romeo 1:30.5. Glenn 1:30.8. Here, so Glenn lost lap time in the last lap. The comeback has ended. First retirement. Oh dear, we have our first retirement. Oh dear. We do have our first retirement. Thank you for finding that out. I did not see that. Our first retirement of the season goes back off. Whoops. So I missed that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just concentrating at the front. That is unfortunate. First retirement of the GT3 Pro-Am season. You never want a driver to retire, but you can retire from time to time, maybe from too much damage, or anything can happen. So here we go. Glenn still chasing down Romeo Roy with 49 minutes to go, followed by Paul Williams. Then Gary, then Diego, and then Andrew Scott in the top 7 at the moment. Followed by the 10. Round up the top 10, we have Carlos, Django, Brian, Craig, and Kieran Argent in the top 10. Not getting quicker there, no. Hey Jamal, hey Mike, good evening to you both. Still watching Glenn. Look at last lap now. 20. Oh, Romeo's getting faster. But Glenn was faster. 10th of a second last time out. 29.4 for Glenn. NGQ's Motorsports. Not getting quicker Motorsports. I get that. No, not quick. Not getting quicker Motorsports. What a what? Sorry, I'm not trying to be biased or anybody here, but that was kind of funny. Demonson impressing people with his raw pace. Oh, come on. I can't. Yep. Okay. Still watching the battle at the front. The reason why I'm watching the battle at the front, because Phil Raven told me there's a battle for the front. I gotta keep an eye on that. So unless the battle comes to an end, I will look at the midfield soon when they pit. So I will look at our drivers. Don't worry, everyone's gonna get a bit of screen time today. It's just that we're not gonna back out of the battle for the front. 0.6 of a second last time out on the line. Lap time. We'll have a look in a minute. I thought Schumacher return was impressive, but wow. Good evening to you, Dan Davis. Okay, lap times. 30.512 for Romeo, 30.340 for Glenn. Is that a lapped car in the way? That is. And that is a blue flag waving. So I wonder if that was one of the drivers that I pitted early on in the race. So this is looking... It's looking very interesting indeed. We're still watching Glenn at the moment. So I know you're like, oh, can we watch someone else? Nope. We want to watch this battle for the race lead. But it just keeps going back and forward, as we've been watching now for the last like 8 minutes now. So if they battle, if they somehow, obviously they can't battle to the end because of the pit stops. But after their pit stops, they're the front two after an hour and 10 minutes of racing. It's going to be insane. When will they pit? I've got no idea. I'm asking myself. To ask Glenn, that last. Oh, that's why best lap. Great. That last lap though, Glenn's got a lower fuel than Romeo. So I explain why he's quicker on pace, less fuel in the car. Yeah, that's why I was looking at the wrong page. I was looking at the qualifying page. That was not the right page. No. And we got a drive penalty for the 181 car. That is... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. NLL Racing, 181 car has got a drive-through penalty. And that driver, I'm afraid to say, is Gary Clareball. Has got a drive-through penalty for speeding, and I'm afraid to say Romeo is starting to create a gap that Glenn cannot obtain, cannot sort out. So I'll keep an eye on the gap. Let's look on to another car. Who's close to a battle? Okay, here we go. Battle for P20. Between Michael Johnson and Ferris Wheel for P20. More drivers starting to come into the pits. We're just approaching less than 45 minutes to go here in race number 2, as Clareball is serving the drive-through penalty. Yeah, the drive penalty just got cleared. So multiple reasons to get a drive-through penalty. If you take too much track limits, I thought it'd be a stop-go penalty, but depending on the rules, it's been set. Bruh, do feeling 20 seconds at the moment. Currently 20 seconds. It is Philip Ultron in the Rapids. GT car, sorry, currently sitting in 20th position, yet to pit. Go on, DJ Phil. Yeah, let's look at him for a bit because they want him, so we'll watch him. At the moment, 43.5 minutes to go. Looking, is that his name, DJ Phil? Interesting name. Okay. What's the gap at the front of the gap? 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on the gap on my laptop as we're watching. What's his name again? Phil. No. Currently facing a lapped car. Who is that? Just overtaken Clareball, which just served the drive-through penalty. still looking at the gap. 14.2 seconds is the gap. Okay, P7 now. This is Carlos. I think I'm trying to go ahead of Andrew. The P6. The gap between the front 9/10 of a second. There might be an overtake soon. Let's look at the mid-pack. Well, to the front end of the mid-pack, I should say. P7, P for 6th place here. As Django is getting closer to Gary for P4 now. Okay, so that's good. Okay, we're fine then. Go on, DJ Phil. Okay. There you go, DJ Phil. Hang on, is that the 53? Yeah, no, hang on. Let me just look. DJ Phil. Yep, Philip, hold on. There you go, Dan. Request accepted. We have a yellow flag. Whoa. Yellow flag 35. That's Lexi. Off the track. Well, how's the chat previously? Let's watch him for a little longer. As I'm going to look at the gap between the leader, though, 6/10 of a second. The lapped car he's facing. It's very lapped in, though. Okay, back on to Glenn. Still chasing down Romeo Roy. With just under 41 minutes to go, got another yellow flag. Oh dear, that is Lexi having a spin, as we just saw her. What time's FP2 start for Le Mans? Was that Lexi Marshall having a spin? Yeah, it was, actually. So, top 21 have yet to serve their pit stop here in race 2. Pit was over for another 35 minutes. Pretty much they had to pit within 5 minutes remaining. Between now and the next 35 minutes to go. Until the pit window closes. And if you don't say your pit stop, then I think it's, am I wrong? Disqualification. This battle is just going to continue on and on and on until the pit. Track temperature fadeaway is air temp 22 degrees. Now it's cloudy, overcast yesterday. It's nice and clear conditions today. Imagine it's going to be raining for the pro race tomorrow in GT3. So it'll be interesting to watch though. I'll be watching from my home. I'll be watching literally on my mum's tomorrow. Because technically I'm part of the main series now. Along with, so you're new here, the commentating team outside this, you've got Lexi Marshall, Dan Davis for your Tuesday nights of the Darren Cup. It's me at the moment for the GT3 Pro, and you've got Matthew Duffin and Kenny Harris on your Thursday nights for the GT3 Pro Cup. There's only pretty much one change in the commentary position, that's me in the GT3 Pro Am. Apart from that, there you go, that's your commentator. And here comes Glenn. Glenn's now getting very close to Romeo. It's Romeo again affected by the lapped cars. This is getting close. Oh, here we go. Blue flags waving. To let the driver know it's currently P9 turn now is Ferris wheel. Oh, into the pit lane. Comes Glenn. Glenn almost smashed into the pit lane. Oh, what's going on there? Oh dear. That's a very slow entry to the pit lane. Almost smashed into Ferris wheel there. Interesting name. Okay, let's look on to Aaron Taylor in SimPlay Racing, trying to get ahead of Ben Archer for Ben Archer for P15. 38 minutes to go. As well, I'm not surprised Glenn is pit. And Aaron Taylor just went off. Was that for blue flags, or did he just make a mistake? Aaron Taylor just... Oh, sorry, Andrew Taylor. Oh my, Andrew Taylor. What am I thinking? This ain't BTCC. I've watched too much BTCC. There you go, Andrew Taylor. I do apologize. I've been calling him Aaron Taylor for the last 30 minutes. There you go. Andrew Taylor watching P17. Behind now of P16 of Sam Reeves. P8, there's Carlos into the pits. Glenn has served his pit stop. Now he can go foot to the floor to the checkered flag. And Romeo's had a spin. The race leader's had a spin. Oh, it's contact. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. What's going on here? And there are cars approaching him. They need to oh, massive crash. They need to brake. What is going on here? Massive crash on the straight. They have to avoid. The rest of the drivers have to avoid that. Oh, wow. What is that? They need to go. They need to go. They need to go. They need to go. There's going to be a crash. They need to wait. They need to wait. They need to wait. They can't do that. They can't do it. Lucky enough they're close to the pin, but you cannot do that. You got to use your brake, but you cannot. That's unfortunate. Big crash. And we're not going to be surprised if that's going to be marked as an incident. So our news race leader now belongs to Diego Flores. Leads the race after a huge incident. And guess what? DJ Phil up into P3, but pits. Oh my. Oh, who's that off? That is a big one. What has happened? Like, what just happened? A lot of things just happened there. Oh my. Right, Scott. Try to overtake Paul Williams. Andrew, sorry. Yes, Andrew. For P3. There's another battle taking place, commencing here. Oh, contact! Oh dear. What has happened? What is happening here in race 2? This is definitely more chaotic in race 1. Well, 1, it's a longer race format. Compared to 15 minutes in race 1, it's now an hour and 10 for race 2. Oh, Scott! There's a lot of cars. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one into the wall.
We are at the halfway mark, still a long way to go.
We just hit the halfway mark of the race here at Zolder. What is happening? 35 minutes in, 35 minutes to go here in race 2. And look at this, clear gap ahead. Let's look on to our bronze race leader of... What's his name? Get it right, please. 159. I need to look through the list. Oh, Nuke Waste is our current. Sorry, he's in silver. Our current bronze leader belongs to Ian Best. He's our current bronze driver leader, but it's all one class. You think about it. Some drivers have 3 races to determine what position they're in, but most of the Pro-Am is already sorted out by the silver boxes, meaning if you're new around here, here is how the drive box works. If the car number is in a silver box, that means they are a silver driver, and if they're in a red box, that means they're in bronze category. And I've got bad news for the 75 car. He has a 30-second stop go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Not the first time, probably not the last of the drivers tonight. But what is happening? Okay, So, here's your current race leader that's done pit stops, and that is Glenn. Staying in P6. Yes, got it right. I will not be surprised if Discord's saying about, what are you doing? What was that big crash on the straight? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I am a driver for the Who's Now Cup, but I'm not a GTB Pro-Am driver, and good thing I'm not, because I'm slow as heck around Zolder. But right, next week we head to Monza. More open track. Okay, there is Benny Archer, and the team GBR just jumped 5th. He's yet to pit. And I can guess who's had a spin. It is Lexi. Once a goal. Oh, look at that. Lexi waiting patiently for Lexi Marshall, waiting for drivers to pass by. That's how you should do it. You got to create a gap for the drivers to go past. Not what we saw on the penultimate straight a couple laps ago. So, yeah. We're glad P4. He's about to retake, and he has P3, I think. Yeah, he has. So, Glenn, when the rest pit, hopefully, he'll be our new race leader with 31 minutes to go left here in the second race of the evening here at Zolder. Final race for the day. Okay, Benny Archer going up behind Paul Williams, but remember, Benny Archer yet to pit. That's why he's got a yellow with the number 1 next to his car now. It means he has to pit once again. If the little line of screen next to the car now, it means they've done their pit stop, pit stop, and they can go pretty much flat out to the end. Drivers that have yet to pit are Gary's yet to pit. Diego is yet to pit. Benny Archer is yet to pit. Fulton is yet to pit, and that's it. I think. Yeah, that's it. Just 3 drivers yet to pit, and that is Philip Ultron, Benny Archer, Diego Flores. He's just pitting now, and of Gary in P1. He is so far ahead. Can Glenn catch up though after the pit stop? There's still 25 minutes left of the pit window. So it depends if they have a lot of fuel in the car and they want to race, and they want to basically 2 strategies here. Have less fuel in the car at the start roughly and have a good start, and end up with lower fuel, or have a lower fuel at the start and when you pit. Actually, I don't actually. Do you have to refuel then? Maybe you do. I'm not sure then. I might be wrong then. Just forget what I said there. Yeah, mandatory pit stops are required though. At least 1 in the GT3 Pro-Am, and I presume it's the same for the GT3, but for the GT4 Who Down Genetic Cup. Oh, it's a spool! Oh my, is that OWR? Her teammates crashed into each other. What is happening to OWR? They've fallen back so bad. It was an OWR 1-2, but then in race 1, and then now they're 23rd and 26. What is happening? OWR. Oh dear. It just shows you what the difference is between a 50-minute sprint race to an hour and 10 endurance-ish race. So I wouldn't say endurance, but hour and 10 ain't really. I mean, pit stop. The pit stop rule is kind of like the same as a sprint race, a sprint kind of thing race anyway. We have a yellow down the pit lane, or it's on the main straight. What's going on there? That's the 70 odd, 70 something car. It is, no, it ain't Saunders. Someone had a spin. Okay, Glenn. P2 now. Where is our current race leader? He's going for another lap. Glenn is coming up 2 lap cars. Benny Archer comes into the pit. So only Gary's yet to pit. Everyone else in the field has pitted at least once. As Glenn is just navigating through the lapped cars with 27 minutes to go. Okay, let's head to about an hour racing behind Craig. There's Brian Craig. Sitting in currently P7. There's just time running out just a bit. Moves have got to start happening sooner, or else it's going to be P8. For Andrew. If you wonder why I'm stopped talking, if you want to look back on the time screen to see who it is. You can see the top 10 names at the moment. Because I've got race information up. Oh, there's a car on the main straight had a spin. Who is that? This had big off. That might be. Who is that gone off? Yeah, it was 79 car. Ian Best. Oh, look at the car. He's off into the gravel. He has damage. He doesn't have too much damage that doesn't require a meatball flag. If you know what I'm talking about, meatball flag or the black flag with the orange thing, it means a technical flag. It means either your car's too damaged, or you need to turn your lights, or if your lights are damaged, you need to basically you have the meatball flag and you've got too much damage. That means you must pay within a 3-lap window. But in the night race situation, if you don't have your headlights on, you will get the meatball flag to warn you to turn your lights. But we've yet to see that yet. And I hope we will never see that flag this season at all, because am I just cursed? Drive penalty for the 60. That's the race leader for track limits. That is Gary with a drive-through penalty for track limits. That is not good. That is going to be good news for Glenn, because Gary's got to pit twice. Now, he can pit normally, so there's pit stop, and then go around again and so drive through. Or he has to go in now, set the drive through, and then come back again for an all pit stop. What's he going to do? He comes in. Where is Glenn kind of coming out? If it's a normal pit stop, Glenn will take the lead. If it's a drive for penalty, Glenn's going to take the lead after anyway, but that is not good news at all. That is the race leader with a drive-through penalty for a track limit. So it is a track limit violation. If you cut the corner, if you get 4 warnings for track limits, you get 3 warnings, and then after that you get a drive-through penalty. After that is a regular drive-through. It looks like, yeah, it is a regular drive-through penalty for Gary. And Glenn is coming along. Glenn is going to take the lead here at Zolder. And there you are, a drive-through penalty. Wow. So in a normal pit stop window, Glenn would have been so far ahead. But he has got... Who is behind Glenn? That is the 64 car. He is nowhere near the front. He's a lapped car. Or the 94. No, someone at the end. So I'm sorry. Sorry. I know I should be distracted on my phone talking to my mate, but he was asking where am I going on, but it's fine. 22 minutes to go. Here in race 2, the clock is ticking down. I know before we get that far, because 30 minutes ago I was like, oh, I'm getting a bit tired. Mirrors didn't go to sleep last night. I was up pretty late, to be honest, doing some admin work for this kind of thing. This is for position. Yes, position. Battle for 7th between. Oh, was that wide for Brian, between Brian Craig, Andrew Altron, and Premte Walsh. How do you say that name? In the Cloud9 Racing team. No, this is a battle we're not going to miss whatsoever. 22 minutes to go here in race 2. We're in the second race of the evening, the final race of the evening. Watching the 69 BMW, no, the Audi, sorry, not BMW, the Audi. They have pit, everyone's pitted, so I don't see anyone should need to pay unless it's for a penalty. So it should be head down, foot to the floor, to the checkered flag. We have a yellow flag out into turn 2. That is the 70 something car, and there's overtake. Look at that. The 107 BMW overtakes him, but Brian Craig's still out in front in this leading pack of 3 cars. What a battle this has turned out to be. 16 minutes to the pit when the closest everyone's pitted though, so it's going to be literal flying now to the checkered flag here in race number 2. It's going to be on a real end. To the race. If you're enjoying what you are seeing, feel free to like and subscribe and comment. If you want to check out our Discord, there should be a link in the description. If you hit, yeah, in the link to the description, if you scroll down, we have Facebook, Instagram, Discord, and X. There's our social medias. Brian Craig's forced wide from the 60, sorry, the 107 car, forced him wide of the corner. What is happening there? Oh dear, 20 minutes to go. Here in Zolder. Still racing, but Brian Craig ain't gonna be happy about that whatsoever. That is very unfortunate indeed for Brian Craig. Just going up to 10 PM in the UK if you're watching this live, but if you are, but whatever time you're watching this around the world, if you are watching from around the world, I hope you are. This is literally 4 points now. So not Aaron Taylor, it's Aaron Taylor. No, I just said that. Aaron, what's his name again? Andrew Taylor. I need to get used to that. Thank you, BTCC. Not blaming them, but someone's got a literal close name to one of the BTCC drivers of Aaron Taylor Smith. So there you go. And that's a car off into the grass. That is the, was that the 69 car? It was not. But I'm afraid to say that the battle for 6 is done and dusted. For now. But more battles to come as the clock keeps on ticking down. We've got 18. Oh, look at that. Is that Dempsey? Oh, look at that. The 12.5 car's got damage to the front of the car. Looks like, well, it's driving fine. It's just the bonnet looks a bit damaged. You can get like a slight. Oh, the car. Never mind. The car looks dirty. You can get slight damage to get away with it. However, it's what is it? However, you know, like it can happen. It can happen like that. 18 minutes to go. I've got no idea what I'm saying. We've got another yellow. Oh no, that is the 75 car of Ian. Nope, not Ian Best. Who's gone off then? Oh, it's the 70. Yep, sorry, it was 75 car. I was looking on the wrong driver. He has a spin down at turn 1. That is Benson in the 75 car. I'm going to try and find out who that is. Actual name. I'm just going to look by car drive. I'm just going to look by car number 75. That is Richard Benson off into. Oh, that is Rob Smith into the pit lane. What's going on here with Rob Smith? So yeah, Rob Smith in the Lex Industries racing car. What's happened there? We'll find out shortly. Ah, I am stupid. Oh, did Rob crash? Oh, I am stupid. Reference to a Charles Leclerc radio message in 2019 back in Azerbaijan. What happened to Rob Smith? We will never know. On this Wednesday night, and I'm going to say now because it is pretty much. Oh, that's a car spun round. That is. Who is that? That is the 118 car. Yeah, 118 car. Oh, don't tell me that was. Yeah, it was Romeo Roy who was fighting for the lead in the early stages of race 2. He's down to 26th place in the race. Here is our current race leader. It is Glenn Langley 2, apparently. And is currently leading the race here in race 2. 16 minutes remaining of this race. 55 minutes in. 35 laps have been completed, and that is P18 in the pits now. Brian Gregg into the pits. I might have jinxed it. I said no one else needs to pit unless it's for penalties, not for damage. That is your commentating curse. That is one of the bingo cards. Commentator's curse. Round 1 and 2, week 1 of season 8. No, I don't want to block anyone. No, thank you. 15 minutes. So, now, if you think about it, we've reached now to the time where it's, let's just imagine this is race 1, okay? As we are green and go for that. Just in the 15 minutes remaining here in the race. Oh, sorry, in the second race here at Zolder. Still plenty of time left. Anything can happen, but it looks like Glenn might win. Yes, I said that. I might be wrong. Oh, it's got a oh, it's the NBA. I don't care about NBA. I care about Le Mans, not NBA. Sorry, it's not my type of sport. 75 cars going off again. I think it is not. So yeah, no 35 car. Lexi into the pits after returning to the pit lane. He's had a big. Oh, that is who's going very slowly indeed. That is the 16 car. That's a big one. Is there a 16 car here? No, there isn't. Someone's going very slow. Figure out who. Oh, that's a spin. That's a big spin. That is the 60, sorry, 90, no, nah. It's the 64 car of, yeah. Oh, that is Darren Bell. Has had a spin. Also, the car that had a spin into the wall was the 19 car. Oh, Darren Bell also had a spin. That's very unfortunate for Darren Bell. Yeah, and everyone's getting damaged in the closing stages here in race 2. We have a battle. Andrew Taylor, 8 seconds back on Argent. Argent trying to go ahead of Benny Varga, of Benedict Varga in Solar Racing. obviously if you're probably watching this, because I know if you're in support Soda Racing, Benedict Varda P14 here at this moment of time. Oh, was that contact? Yeah, that might have been contact. It's turn 1. No harm done though. As Benny Varda still look at it. He was pushing it through turn 1 and just doesn't want to break in time. That can happen. Turn 1 is pretty tricky here. For if it's GT4, if it's genetic GT4 or GT3 car generally. But how will the Pro Boys take it tomorrow? You never know. As a reminder, the Pro broadcast starts at 7:55 PM roughly, or 7:50 PM with Matthew Duffin and Kelly Davis. So if you want to watch the Pro Championship, feel free to join us again tomorrow. We're not ending right now, but my advice, if you want to watch more action though, rejoin us tomorrow for the Pro Championship race week 1 with Matthew Duffin and Kelly Davis, as I said, in the comment box tomorrow for SimPlay Motorsport. So join them tomorrow around 10 to 8 or 5 to 8 for the Pro Championship. We're back to the Pro-Am Championship now, as Argent trying to get ahead of Benny Nevada for P14 here. This is going to be a battle of where stay on. Can he make a move? It's turn 1. Here he goes into the final shield. How's it look? Is it all good? Does he do it? Oh no, he doesn't. Can he get into turn 1 though? Track temperature 31 degrees, air temp 23 degrees. Was line to start this next lap here in Zolder. In somewhere in Belgium, it's turn 1. There's no contact this time for Argent. Trying to get ahead of Benedict Varda. Time screen saying his name is Benedict Varda. Not Benny Varda, Benedict Varda. That's his official name. I got it correct, but look at the timing screen on my laptop. 11 minutes to go here. So we have an enormous green for a whole hour. That is insane. If you're still watching us, who do you think? I don't think they're going to run a poll, but what do you guys think? How do you, this race has been amazing from start to finish. Sorry, I've not been looking at most of the battles here. But it's been a great race from start to finish. Also, interviews will be available at the end of the race, and we'll be going into the comms box chat post race for an interview before we sign off for today. That'll come up in around 10 minutes time. Romeo Roy comes back into the pits with all that's Argent going wide. Now, with the pit window closed, technically you can't really pit, and that's just damage related stuff. Just the 10 minutes to go here in race 2 of what is an extraordinary race from far from start to finish. And I'm afraid to say that Argent has lost ground to Benedict Varda. But Benedict Varda getting past. Oh, looking at that, looks pretty clean indeed. Now, battle for P6. That is a name I can't pronounce for Gary for P6. We have a yellow, just for a brief moment, yellow. Gone back to green, yellow flag's gone back to green once again. I need to learn this guy's name, P7. I'll have to go on the history and do a translator for this name, because I kind of want to know before we get to Monza next week for week 2. Wish you had voice messages in wish I was like what's the word? Not text to chat, not TTS, text to speech. STT, speech to text, like whether you type down for you, like it's like a translator which I'm gonna use. Post like I don't know, maybe tomorrow. No, I don't know, maybe not tomorrow. I might lose the page. Oh, it's a spin! There's a spin! Oh, for the NL Racing, that's another car roll. That is so easy to do. It can happen. Shocked me to surprise there. Hour and 2 minutes in, 8 minutes to go. Glenn is still your race leader and possibly race 2 winner. Going down to 8 minutes to go until we get down to the final lap here in race 2. It's been a long race, but I'm getting used to this format for a long time to come. Now for P12 in here between Jamie Lee and Max Dempsey. Here. Trying to get as much power as we can with the remaining time we have left. Pit window is about to close. With 2 minutes until the pit window is closed. Pit window, if you're wondering what that is, pretty much the mandatory pit stop that I said they have to do. The only way they're going to cut it off if the pit window closes. The pit lane is always open. No matter what pit way, the pit lane is always open to the drivers. If you go to pit after the window's done with damage, that's allowed. But you can't. Basically, if you pit into your pits, like change your tyres, that kind of thing, fuel, it will not count towards your mandatory pit, so you must do it within the pit window. Obviously, I think most of you here are experts anyway, but if anyone new is watching, you want to do a pit window open. What does that mean? I just explained. Chance I'll explain more as we go along into the season car turn into the pit lane. 6 minutes 45 to go. We are oh god, drive penalty for the 63 car for track limits. That is Gary. He needs to serve that before the race clock runs out, or it'll be a what is it? It's a minute penalty when it's stop go. I know someone had a drive through end race of race 1 or 2 yesterday, so I think it's a minute penalty, I'm not sure. Is it a 2-minute penalty? I can't remember. But they got his competitor trying to serve that. Does take the time to serve that penalty. Alright, going on to the final minute of the pit window. 6 minutes left on the clock here in race 2. If you're joining us, welcome. Where have you been? Going on to the final bits of race 2. Here in Zolder. Yellow in the pits. Yeah, that's fine. Final 5.5 minutes to go here in race 2. It's going to come down to this very moment. I've got Discord 1. Discord 2. Okay, here we go. Alright, here we go. We're about to say goodbye to the pit window. We'll see you again until tomorrow for the pro race. 5 minutes to go.
The pit window is closing now.
This is realistically the last chance to make an overtake here. And four minutes and 20 to go left of this race, and yep. I really need to get to the toilet, so I hope the interview's gonna be quick. But yeah, what a week, what a day it's been from start to finish. Start to the broadcast, 8 p.m. It's been I did say roughly 2 hours, and I'm incorrect. Obviously, we have that break between between race 1 and race 2. Just the 4 minutes to go left. We still got a battle here between Jamie and Max Dempsey here for P11. Ooh, yeah. Look at that, just still batters. They go along. Matt and Jamie goes down the inside, takes the inside line. Can he do it? Has he? No, he has. Yes, he has. And up into 11th place. What an overtake for Jamie Lee. Up into 11th behind Max Dempsey, between Max Dempsey in P12. Luke Waste now. About P13, followed by Bennett Nevada in P14. P14. 3 minutes to go. We are about to approach We're about to start the penultimate lap of the race as Glenn starts lap 45 here at Zolder. So it's be a 47 lap race. I think I'm wrong. No, it's gonna be 46. I was wrong, 46 is the race distance here. We will have to cut off this battle eventually because we got to crown our race 2 winner. Definitely different to race 1. Obviously race 1 is kind of a sprint race and race 2 is just way longer. Hit with 2 minutes remaining. Oh, what a race it's been from start to finish. I've enjoyed this. And I wonder if Phil's disconnected. Yeah, it's not. Sorry about that, I just had to check something. Oh, show yellow flag wave at the back. That might have been Lexi off again. Don't want to call this back. Oh wait, we got a car off at the final corner. Okay, well.
Okay,
Here we go to start lap 46 of the final lap here. Oh, it's Glenn. Oh boy. Final minute. As yeah, it's been a great race from start to finish. Glenn starts his final lap and to take the first race 2 victory here in Zolder. 40 seconds to go. This is pretty much the final lap here at Zolder. We were racing for an hour and 10 minutes. Hour and 10 minutes ago I said we were about to go racing for race 2 and look at us now. 20 seconds to go. Look at, he knows, he knows. You can just sense the checkered flag coming up. He rounds the final sector onto the penultimate straight. He would love to see that checkered flag comes out. The clock has it 0. We are about to crown Glenn Langley the race winner of race 2. It's been a great race from start to finish. He knows he's done it. He's waving. He wins here in Zolder for his second race. What a race for Glenn Langley. Finishes on top. What an extraordinary race it's been from start to finish. He's going to be celebrated. And what a race that has been. Absolute beautiful for Glenn. There you go. I'm just going to move to the comments box chat right now. What a race it's been. From start to finish. Just information to Matthew and Phil Ray. I'm in the comments box chat now for interviews, race to interviews now. Just information to the admin team. But a real end to this race, and there you go, it's all over. We crown Glenn Langley the winner of race 2. Okay, are we doing Ooh. Well, if that's gonna... If no one joins... Okay, thanks, Matthew. I'm gonna give it a minute. Cosbox, if you wanna see how the race does, feel free to let me know. But if no one's gonna join, I am gonna sign off for tonight. So thank you guys so much for watching tonight. Tomorrow, Matthew Duffin and Kelly Lewis will take you over the Pro Championship as Rebecca Zolder once again tomorrow. Join them at 10 to 8 or 5 minutes away tomorrow for the GT3 Pro Championship. But until then, my name is Yoshi Harris. Thank you guys so much for watching. Matthew Duffin and Kelly Lewis will be back tomorrow. See you guys next time. Good night and have a good one.